The Anarchist, whose real name is Tike Alicar, is one of Marvel Comics' most unconventional and self-aware mutants, introduced during the early 2000s when Marvel was experimenting with edgier, satirical takes on superhero culture. Created by Peter Milligan and Mike Allred, he first appeared in X-Force number 116, 2001, as part of the radical reimagining of the X-Force series, which later evolved into X-Statix. This era of Marvel storytelling pushed boundaries by blending celebrity satire, dark humor, and superhero action, and the Anarchist became one of its standout figures. Tike Alicar was a mutant with the ability to generate acidic, corrosive sweat, which he could project as energy blasts. Raised in Canada, Tike was adopted by white parents, which shaped much of his complex identity. He grew up constantly aware of racial perceptions and cultural expectations, and leading him to embrace the persona of the Anarchist as a way to both challenge and conform to the stereotype of the angry black rebel. Ironically, despite his chosen codename, Tike was obsessively neat and organized, suffering from compulsive tendencies that clashed with his anarchistic image. When he joined X-Force, the team was no longer the covert mutant strike force it had been in earlier Marvel continuity. Under Milligan and Allred, X-Force was reimagined as a celebrity mutant squad, their missions broadcast to the public for fame and profit. The Anarchist quickly became one of the team's most visible and outspoken members. He often found himself at odds with his teammates, clashing with their egos, philosophies, and moral compromises, but also forming unlikely bonds, most notably with the team's leader, Orphan, Guy Smith. The satirical tone of the series allowed the Anarchist to explore issues of race, identity, and heroism in ways few Marvel characters had before. Tike openly questioned whether he was chosen for the team because of his abilities or to fulfill a diversity quota. This self-awareness, combined with his biting wit and charisma, made him a layered, memorable character. When X-Force transitioned into X-Statix in 2002, the Anarchist remained a central figure. The series maintained its dark, unpredictable storytelling, frequently killing off characters and subverting superhero tropes. Tike continued to wrestle with his role as both a media star and a supposed champion of the people, often questioning whether their missions were truly for justice or just for ratings. His friendship and rivalry with Orphan deepened, and his insecurities and moral dilemmas were given more focus. The Anarchist's story reached its climax in the final arc of X-Statix. In a mission filled with peril and betrayal, Tike fought alongside his teammates to the bitter end. Ultimately, he sacrificed himself to save Orphan, cementing his place as one of the most heroic figures in the team's history, despite the cynicism that surrounded them. His death was in keeping with the unpredictable, often tragic nature of X-Statix, where fame and heroism came with deadly costs. Tike Alicar remains a cult favorite among Marvel fans, particularly those who appreciated the meta-commentary and genre deconstruction of X-Force and X-Statix. His mix of bravado, vulnerability, humor, and tragedy made him stand out in a roster full of strange and eccentric characters. As Marvel has revisited X-Statix in recent years through one-shots and revivals, the Anarchist's legacy as a sharp-tongued, reluctant hero continues to be remembered as one of the high points of Milligan and Allred's bold storytelling experiment.